Dear friends, welcome to another episode of Geopolitical News. In this video, we will talk about the Iron Beam, the laser version of the impressive Iron Dome that Israel promises to debut on the battlefield soon. In the 1990s, the Hezbollah terrorist group, based in Lebanon and heavily funded by Iran, began employing an extremely lethal tactic, launching rockets and artillery into residential areas in northern Israel. In the early 21st century, they perfected this practice, using multiple rocket launchers. This culminated in 2006 during the Second Lebanon War, when they launched over 4,000 Lebanese artillery projectiles in just 3 weeks, causing dozens of civilian casualties and millions of dollars in damage. Faced with this rocket storm, Israelis found themselves helpless, limited to sounding alarms and seeking shelter in anti-aircraft shelters, awaiting the end of Lebanese bombardments. This vulnerability led Israel to develop an active defense system designed specifically to intercept rockets and artillery projectiles. Thus, in 2010, the Iron Dome was officially introduced into operation, becoming fully operational in 2011. This system consists of 3 main components: dedicated radars to detect and track rocket and artillery launches, a control center that calculates the projected impact point of these projectiles, marking for interception only those with projected impact points in inhabited areas, and launchers equipped with incredibly fast and agile Tamir missiles, capable of making abrupt maneuvers towards populated areas. As I mentioned, this system, which began to be employed in 2011, has proven to be incredibly effective, with success rates, according to some sources, exceeding 95% on average, contributing to saving thousands of lives and preventing estimated damages in the hundreds of millions of dollars. However, despite its effectiveness, the Iron Dome has 3 significant problems. The first is the operating cost, with each Tamir missile costing around $1,000. The second issue is that each launcher can only fire 20 Tamir missiles and then needs to be rearmed, a process that can take nearly half an hour. The third problem is the debris from the Tamir missiles, which, when falling on urban areas, can cause damage or even injuries to civilians. It was with the aim of solving these 3 problems that in 2014, only 3 years after the Iron Dome began operating, Rafael presented the Iron Beam at the Singapore Air Show, a rocket and artillery defense system that uses high-power lasers instead of missiles. In 2014, the Iron Beam was still just a prototype, but has been developed over the years, resulting in lasers with an estimated power of 100 kilowatts in 2023, enough to destroy a 120 artillery shell 7 kilometers away in just 4.5 seconds. According to sources connected to the project, Rafael's goal is to develop a 150 kilowatts laser to significantly reduce the laser emission time and increase its range. Since each interceptor vehicle will be armed with 2 lasers, the result will be a 300 kilowatts beam that, at least in theory, could destroy an artillery shell in less than 2 seconds at nearly 10 kilometers away. Several tests have been conducted with less powerful laser versions, yielding very positive results. Therefore, the Israeli Prime Minister ordered in early 2022 that a pre-production version of the Iron Beam be deployed for operational use in the field. Rafael reported that a fully functional version of the new defense would be available in 2 to 3 years. However, now in October 2023, with the war between Israel and Hamas and Israeli cities once again facing the terrible and deadly Hamas rockets, there is increasing pressure from the Israeli government for the laser to enter service, leading to closer partnerships in this project, so that in the coming months, Israeli laser defense can take its first steps on the battlefield. With this system, each launcher will be able to fire practically unlimited shots, as long as there is a functioning electrical generator, and each interception will cost only a few dollars compared to the $100,000 Tamir missiles. The initial versions of the Iron Beam will not completely replace the Iron Dome, since the laser is known to not work at full capacity in heavy rain or in the presence of thick cloud cover. Therefore, it will serve as an extra layer of defense for intercepting threats that the Iron Dome couldn't. It is genuinely a futuristic defense that will become a reality in Israel in a few months, the result of a government that is focused and truly interested in defending its people. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news.